What is going on, Pats Nation? You guys already know who it is. Patriots Global back here with another video. In this one, we are going to continue to break down the signings and the roster moves that the New England Patriots are making here today with the first official day of free agency and the new league year officially beginning. In this one, we're going to break down the New England Patriots signing free agent defensive tackle Armon Watts to a one-year deal. We're going to break down who he is, what he brings, do I like the move, and the terms of the contract. But before we hop into today's video, I do want to let you guys know that there's a lot of questions, a lot of comments, a lot of concerns, a lot of my own personal feelings with how the Patriots have operated over the last 3 days, which has been pretty disappointing. I thought it started off well with their re-signing of a lot of their own key players, but progressively started to get more and more disappointed with what the expectations were heading into the offseason. So if you guys want to know some of my immediate thoughts with some of the roster moves around the NFL, but especially kind of my thoughts amongst the Patriots, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. That's in the description box below. But expect live streams later this week and videos touching on some of the most important topics involving this team. The New England Patriots might have missed out on Calvin Ridley, but at the end of the day, they're making up for it because they're signing a defensive tackle in Armon Watts. Obviously, that is a joke, but Armon Watts is definitely going to come in and give the Patriots what they need in terms of defensive tackle. Now, is he my favorite option for the Patriots in terms of depth there in the defensive line? No, he's not. This is going to be a one-year deal worth up to $3 million. Full terms of the contract are currently unknown. Keep in mind that up to $3 million means that this is going to be heavily incentive-based to where the max value he's going to be able to make will be $3 million. You know, before we make this a more professional video and actually break down this move, I'm going to let my feelings show for a minute. I don't understand what this team is doing. Why are we bargain shopping 3 days into the new league year? And for those saying, it's only 3 days, Patriots Global. Yeah, 3 days. 3 days is when the top players in free agency get signed. Okay, it's not like there is a specific timeline for like a week or two where all free agents have to wait to sign until all offers are on the table. That's not what happens. You don't bargain shop the first few days and then expect in a week or two to go on a spending spree. That is just not how it works. Welcome to the NFL. There were rumors yesterday that the Patriots were interested in Sheldon Rankings, who is another defensive tackle who is actually a starting caliber defensive tackle. But apparently the Patriots lost interest in him and decided to go with a guy that is going to be a rotational piece instead. Look, the offseason just started. There's a lot of free agents still on the board. Trades can still be made. The draft isn't even here yet. There is so much time for this team to continue to get better. But from what they've done the last 3 days, I'm just not sure the direction and kind of the thought process behind the scenes with Elliott Wolf, Gerard Mayo, and what they're doing, deciding to go bargain shopping instead of actually adding starting caliber players. As for my boy Armon Watts here, though, he's a decent signing, okay? He's not a bad signing. He's not a guy who's going to come in and specifically be a camp body. He's going to come in and be someone who is truly going to fight for a roster spot. Now, I'm not saying that he is a roster lock by any means because I do think that he will have to fight for a roster spot, but he's still a good overall signing. The Patriots could have done a lot worse here in terms of adding another defensive lineman. With Watts, though, I mean, it's just kind of one of those mid-tier signings by the Patriots yet again. It's like when they signed Chuks Okorafor. It's like when they signed Antonio Gibson. All guys who, hey, they're decent signings. Are they going to move the needle for you? Probably not, but you could also do a lot worse. With the release of Lawrence Guy this offseason, also looking at the fact that Daniel Ekuale is coming off of a season-ending injury, also with Davon Godchaux not exactly playing his best football as of late, especially last year. The Patriots do need some help within the interior of that defensive line, and this is the guy that they're bringing in essentially to do so. I wouldn't say that he's of a caliber as of a Christian Barmore or of a Davon Godchaux. I would put him more on the spectrum of like a Carl Davis to a Daniel Ekuale for comparison. And I don't know what it is, but the Patriots seem to really, really like adding guys who didn't work out from the 2019 draft for some reason, which just so happened to be one of the worst draft classes we've seen under the Patriots. But Armon Watts is going to be a 6th-round pick by the Minnesota Vikings from that 2019 draft. Now, he did spend 3 seasons with Minnesota before joining the Chicago Bears in 2022, and then most recently this past season with the Pittsburgh Steelers, where he put up one of the best, if not the best, statistical season of his career. Now, ideally with Watts, he's going to be somebody that you don't use at a significant rate. If you need him to play 40, 50+% of defensive snaps, you should probably go find another guy right now. His best seasons have come when he was only asked to play somewhere between 20 to 29% of the defensive snaps. In his rookie year, which was one of his best seasons, played 24% of the defensive snaps. This past year with the Steelers, played 28% of the defensive snaps. In the years that he has struggled, he was asked to play 56% of the defensive snaps, 49% of the defensive snaps. Now, this past season was the best overall grade that Armon Watts has put up throughout his NFL career. Put up an overall grade of 76.2, a run defensive grade of 73.8, and a pass rush grade of 65.3. Throughout his career so far, he has never been such a well-rounded interior defensive lineman than he was with the Steelers this past year. With that being said, the name of the game here for Armon Watts is going to be this big body guy in the interior of your defensive line. He's really not going to give you all that much from a pass rush perspective. This past season, he put up 8 solo tackles, 8 assisted tackles, 1 sack, and 0 forced fumbles. Had a total of 16 total pressures, 3 quarterback hits, and 12 hurries. So like I said, not much from the pass rush department, but again, what the Patriots need is a guy who's going to be able to pair up with Christian Barmore, who's going to be able to pair up with Devon Godchow and being able to plug the middle. In 2021, we kind of saw a unicorn season for Armon Watts to where he was really, really bad at defending the run. That was going to be his final year with Minnesota before he joined the Chicago Bears, but really, really bad against the run, but showed significant improvement in terms of rushing the passer. He was never able to really re-implicate what he was able to do during that 2021 season, where he was able to put up 5 sacks, 46 total tackles, 4 tackles for loss, and 10 quarterback hits. Overall, for me, there's really not too much to say about this signing. Like I said, it's going to be kind of average to slightly below average signing for me, but it does add depth and it does add another body to where the Patriots did need help trying to officially solidify that defensive line. But what are your guys' thoughts on Armon Watts? Make sure you guys let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you leave a big like on the video and, of course, subscribe to the channel for all of your New England Patriots news. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. But most importantly, never forget, go Pats.